Hello anybody, I'm Don Polec and welcome to another edition of the History of My World, where we look back at some of the fun stories and memorable moments I've shared with you on the evening news. Today we're going to look back at a story that I thought really came out nicely, and that was thanks to the performances that came forth from not only people on the street, but a couple of professional colleagues who agreed to help us out. I say performances because this story is more of a performance than a news report. We decided to do something on the 30th anniversary of the big screen debut of, well, one of my favorite movie stars, and we did it in the style of an entertainment television tribute to this giant of the silver screen, whose movies were always a big smash, in more ways than one. For over 30 years, his performances on the silver screen have galvanized audiences with their power and impact.
Paul Newman? Marlon Brando? Rock Hudson?
We're talking about a true giant in the movie business whose mere name invokes emotion in people the world over. Yes, folks, it was 30 years ago this month that Godzilla first appeared on movie screens in Japan, the beginning of an illustrious film career that would span 3 decades.
Has a dynamism that carries across to the audience.
I think he's kind of sexy.
Over the years, through 14 films, his appearance would be eagerly awaited, if not by the people of Tokyo, then by his many fans. An international following owed mainly to his powerful screen presence. Joe Baltic, movie critic for the Philadelphia Daily News.
Godzilla was a personality. He wasn't an actor. He was like Bogart. He played one character, he played it well, and he played it to death.
He's very good at what he does, and I think he realizes that.
Gerald Colpan, popular culture reporter for National Public Radio's All Things Considered.
He's been smart in not breaking out of that particular mold. You don't see Godzilla doing Shakespeare, and you don't see him doing Streetcar, for instance. It's just not that kind of career, and he's done very well by it.
So much so that even today, 8 years after he made his last film, Godzilla models, fan magazines, even an upcoming film festival here in town are testimony to his lasting popularity and wide-ranging appeal.
He's a tough guy, that's all. I don't think he's ever played a role where he's been on top. He's always tried to make himself better, and I just like that.
And so it's in pride and tribute that we wish a happy 30th anniversary to Godzilla. And it's on behalf of his fans the world over that we wish him continued success. He loves to light the candles. This is Don Polec, Channel 6 Action News. So there you have it. If you were wondering how we got people on the street to be so sincere in their comments, what I did was I actually asked them to describe their favorite male movie star without using their names. Just tell us what you like about him without saying who they are. So these people were actually giving their opinions of how they felt about Jack Nicholson and Richard Gere and Tom Cruise or whoever. And when it was applied to Godzilla, it made it sound more authentic, if you know what I mean. Anyway, one of the disappointments of this story, though, was at the end, because usually when you have a cake as a prop in any story that we did, well, at the end of the story, when we're finished shooting, everybody gets to eat it. Have a slice, spread it around to the producers and the cameramen and the crew and all that sort of stuff. Unfortunately, even though we got this beautiful cake that said "Happy 30th Godzilla," we had to smash it. But not that smashed cake isn't also delicious, but we also had to douse it with gasoline to get it to flame up like that. And believe me, vanilla cream icing and premium unleaded doesn't go together that well. Anyway, if you enjoyed this story and you'd like to see more, well, check out my YouTube channel, Don Polec's World TV. And hey, click subscribe. I know someone who'll be happy you did. In the meantime, I'll be back as we take a look behind the scenes of another story from the history of my world. Until then, I'm Don Polec, and take care.